Alright, today we are going to attempt what else but the rock pile, 6,288 feet, via the Ammonoosuc Ravine and Crawford Path trails. We are at the hikers parking, as dictated by that sign, at the COG railway station. And apparently the COG is open for business because I see people brushing off and getting the trains ready. 20 degrees and there's snow all over the place, and there's just going to be more as we ascend higher in elevation. Guess they're getting all the lots ready. Nice. Anyway, I'll meet you at the start of the Ammo Ravine Trail. Right, we reached the official start of the Ammo Trail from the base station side. 3.8 miles to the summit of Mount Washington. Sorry, camera kind of crapped out. Man, I'm getting hot in this jacket. You have to take it off. Oh man. It's been so long since I've done this type of hiking. Since last winter, spring. Fall and winter are clashing. There's snow and ice and leaves littering the trail. We've reached a junction with the summer lot of the, or the summer route of the Ammo Ravine Trail. Lakes of the Clouds has closed, so no shelter available, but if it's an absolute emergency, we can hide out in the dungeon. Which I don't know if I showed you in my last video. Anyway, I showed this trail enough times, so if I see something interesting, I'll point it out to you. Otherwise, I'll meet you at the gym pool. We've come to the first of several brook crossings. The one I'm most concerned about is about halfway up the Ammo Ravine Trail's steep part. I got my ice axe and my micro spikes if I need them. I have a feeling I will. Anyway, I'll meet you at the gym pool. Welcome back to the gym pool, elevation approximately 3,450 feet. It's a little pool that the Ammo River flows into, which the river then flows out of right here. Trail continues that way. We got a rock hop across this. Thank God it's like this. This would be a lot worse. But yeah, after this, the trail gets a lot steeper. During the first half of the last pitch to the hut, it's almost straight up. Definitely putting my spikes on. Don't know if I'll need my ice axe though. Anyway, I'm gonna take a breather here and then I'll meet you across this thing. Alright, we're across. That crossing was a little tricky. I was able to rock hop it, but all the exposed rocks were either covered in snow, covered in ice, or both. So I had to really watch my step and make sure I didn't wipe out and fall in the brook. Anyway, now the fun part begins. This steep climb to the currently closed Lakes of the Clouds hut. Anyway, I'll meet you farther up. We gotta go up there. Oh well. You know, when I first climbed this trail, Ammo Ravine, in July 2011, I swore to myself I'd never hike it again. Now this is my fourth time hiking up it. Either I don't know what the hell I was thinking then, or I don't know what the hell I was thinking now. Maybe I'm just crazy. Alright, I'm running into more prevalent ice, so on go the spikes. Or on went the spikes. And they're helping a lot. I'm definitely going to have to wear them going down though. Not enough snow to butt slide. If I don't, I'll probably wipe out. Alright, according to my altimeter, we're about 4160 in elevation. We gotta cross this river to go there. Fat chance I'm recording it while crossing it, so I'll meet you on the other side. Alright, we've come to the famous Ammonoosuc Ravine Trail ladder. Oh boy. I might have to whip out my ice axe very soon, if not now. I ain't messing anything up on this hike. Anyway, I'll meet you farther up the Ammonoosuc Ravine Trail. Alright, we're here at another river crossing. And yep, we are in the clouds now, and without the ice axe. Jeez. Anyway, I'll meet you across this river crossing. All right, we're long past that river crossing. Let's see. This is an intense, gnarly hike, but I'm having fun. Anyway, off we go. Boy, am I glad to see this. We're officially a quarter mile from the Lakes of Clouds hut. I go up there. Don't forget how much elevation gain we have. It's probably around 500 and change, possibly less, I don't know. Anyway, something interesting comes up, I'll show it to you, but otherwise, I'll meet you at the hut. We're getting close. I can feel it. Plus my altimeter's reading 4920, and the hut's about 100 feet higher than where we are now, so just a shot in the dark. Anyway, I'll meet you at the Lakes of the Clouds hut. We made it to the Lakes of the Clouds hut, elevation 5,050 feet. And yeah, the weather is getting pretty wild. Over here we got the trail side. Over the brine ice. Up there, I don't know if you can see it, is Mountain Row. Yeah, that was a wild hike up the Ammo Ravine Trail. I'm actually don't want to go down it. I'm thinking about, look how deep the snowdrifts are. Holy cow. Anyway, I'm actually thinking about just bagging Monroe and calling it a day, but also not going down the Ammo Ravine Trail. Taking the Crawford Path to the Edmonds Path and then taking that down and having a kind of a lofty road walk back. It's better risking my life on the Ammo Ravine Trail. The Edmonds Path as well as the Crawford Path to it are much more mellow. So, anyway, I gotta take a well-deserved breather. So I'll catch you with what I decide to do next. Alright, you know what? I'm honestly not going to skip both Monroe and Washington. I'm just going to very carefully make my way back down the Ammonoosuc Ravine Trail. I'm solo, so I don't want to risk anything. Plus, look at this fog and ice and cloud and wind. Holy crap. Yeah. I'll meet you back in the jet pool. Yeah, I was a fool for even wanting to come here in the first place. I'm just glad I got to where I did. Now, this ascent to gym pool is going to be very interesting to say the least. Hopefully I come back in one day. Yes, we're back in the flat part of the Ammo Ravine Trail. Which means it should be very smooth sailing compared to what we just climbed down. Back to the hiker's lot at the Cog Railway base station. Assuming nothing interesting comes up, I'll meet you over there. Recognize this sign? Yep, we are almost home. Home being the car at the hiker's lot. Anyway, I'll meet you back at the car, assuming nothing interesting comes up. We're back at the trailhead at the hiker's parking lot on Base Station Road in the Cog Railway. Oh yeah, and by the way, a little bit of steam engine action for you. This was a pretty wild, somewhat white knuckle hike. It was easy going until I passed the gym pool, and I got pretty steep and rough. It usually is, but the thin ice and snow made it very slick going. The crampons and especially the ice axe helped, although the latter may not have been completely necessary, but whatever makes you feel comfortable. Round trip distance was 4.8 miles, so I'd say 2,200, 2,300 feet of elevation gain, and it took, I'd say, about 3.5 hours, not including my breaks at the gem pool and the hut and whatnot. I might not have actually beaten book time on this hike, which would be a first for solo. Anyway, from the Cog Base Trailhead and the Lakes of the Clouds hut, Mount Washington, See you on my next adventure.